So, well up, new Avengers trailer's just dropped. I'm joined by Thunder. We're gonna fucking watch this shit now, and then we're gonna play it back, and we're gonna spaz over it. We're gonna just go absolutely mental over it. I hope you enjoy. Big up Avengers, big up Marvel Studios. We're so brothers, you big sneaky bastards. So who's gonna be guesting with us now? Right. So, are you ready, Thunder? We're ready. We're gonna drop this.
I am ready. I'm just gonna take a sip of this water. Yeah. Okay, you ready to play in 3?
Right. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh.
Okay. Shh.
Okay. Oh damn.
This thing on? Hey, Miss Potts. If you find this recording, don't feel bad about this. Part of the journey is the end. Just for the record, being adrift in space with zero promise of rescue is more fun than it sounds. Food and water ran out 4 days ago. Oxygen will run out tomorrow morning. That'll be it. When I drift off, I will dream about you. It's always you.
He's definitely dying.
No. Okay, that's Thanos' armor.
Thanos did
badass.
exactly what he said he was going to do. He wiped out 50% of all living creatures.
We lost. All of us. We lost friends. We lost family. We lost a part of ourselves.
No way.
Ronan!
This is the fight of our lives.
This is going to work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't.
And there's going to be. No way.
There we go. Endgame? Avengers Endgame.
That is pretty badass.
Oh.
Hi, is anyone home? This is Scott Lang. We met a few years ago at the airport in Germany. Got really big.
Is this an old message?
Ant-Man, I know you know that.
It's the front door.
That's me. Can you buzz me in?
Oh, okay. We're at tag 2 on the review and breakdown of Avengers Endgame trailer. Me and Thunder have just finished watching the trailer. We've had to redo this again because when we had a look back through our previous breakdown of it, I clocked that my fat ass was chewing too loud and Max had visitors, so it got a bit to the point where it was just like, you know what, fuck it, we'll do it again. So, we've got the trailer loaded, primed, ready to go.
Not wait.
What the actual fuck was that noise then?
What?
Just heard like a huge fucking thud.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. So we've got the trailer here. What the actual fuck? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it. What was it?
I'm gonna investigate this shit, man. This is going on the video.
So, what that?
No.
Oh, damn it. Dan, you just go somewhere while
I'm
I
gonna
just
look
plug
at
my
this
channel
shit,
really
man. It
quick.
sounds like some fucker's breaking in.
So basically,
What's
while
going
Dan's
on?
gone, I think you should all go and subscribe to Taken's Thunder on YouTube because, you know, it's going to be uploading every single week from the new year. Going to be uploading Elite Dangerous, a bit of Rainbow,
Fucking
bit of
putting
anything.
scaffolding up.
And, ooh. But yeah, I think you should subscribe to me.
Make this goddamn noise.
Hi, Dan.
It's ridiculous, man. Trying to make a goddamn video. Sorry, Max. They're putting scaffolding up.
So what we're going to do?
Well, right now, we're going to review the fucking shit out of this trailer, man. This is what
Did
we're going to
we
do.
restart it? I think we should definitely restart.
We're not going to restart, man. This is raw. This is authentic. This is Max.
Subscribe to Taken's Thunder.
YouTube as fuck that shit. We're gonna review the shit out of this trailer. A lot of speculation surrounding this trailer. It was supposed to come on, was it Thursday or Wednesday?
It was meant to come Wednesday, it was meant to come on last Wednesday, then it was forwarded to Friday, then it was forwarded to next Wednesday, which just gone, and now it was forwarded to Friday, which is today, and we just reacted to it. We both enjoyed it, but we both thought it didn't have... Well, obviously, they're not going to say too much and show too much about the...
They're not going to say, yeah, this is Avengers Endgame, this is what happens in the beginning, this is what happens in the middle, and this is how they win. They're not going to say that shit, because then nobody's going to go fucking watch it.
True that, but starting from the start, though...
Starting from the start, we capture a very...
broken.
A very broken, very sort of like defeated Tony Stark. But this is what gets me. So, looking at the helmet, looking at the Iron Man helmet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is this the what did they call it? That nanotech armor?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What did they call it? The bleeding edge armor, or was that some?
Armor,
yeah. So is this that? And because I mean, I'm looking at there's like intricate patterns here, and there's like bits missing, and I'm thinking
that's from. Do you remember when Thanos stabbed him, and his arm started to like go down, like fade away?
Yeah, true. But then he sprayed that stuff in him, didn't he? If you remember, he sprayed the nanots inside him, and that healed him. But the idea was the idea of this nano suit is that it's always self-replicating. It's like always.
It's broken, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Tony's broken. Let's watch it. So
yeah. So it's correct representation of Tony.
He's sending a message to Pepper Potts, but why does he address her as Miss Potts? Is it just like a little playful, trying to like keep it professional, like?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Let's have a
but
watch
like
of it.
People, like not just shit her who's going to see this video.
Maybe, but how is he going to get it out there? That's the thing. See where is Titan? Is
Hang
it
on, just Google Maps.
Oh, if I realise I answered a bit of a silly question myself there, but what I meant to say was, like, in comparison to where Tony is away from Earth, like how far away from Earth is he? Like where is Titan located? Like that's my question. Like so, if he's in the Milano and the Milano looks like it's not got really much any power at all, it's just drifting.
Stay on.
It's dead in it, really.
If you find this recording,
but
you'll feel better.
There's not much you can really say about.
Part of the journey is
like, obviously, the Guardians took the Milano to Titan. Has obviously got in the Milano, tried to pilot it, and things have gone.
Yeah, but Nebula's with him.
Well, yeah, because she survived, didn't she?
Yeah, she survived, but she should surely know how the fucking Nebula works, how the Milano works.
Yeah, true.
I mean, even if she doesn't, she's like what, 90% machine.
Yeah. So, but like it's probably broken.
Let's have a watch. Right. So the Milano's drifting.
Just for the record, being adrift in space with zero promise of rescue is more fun than it sounds. Food and water ran out.
Yeah.
4 days
See,
ago.
moving on anyway. The armor, by the way,
yeah.
I did say this in the reaction. The armor is just amazing. That, like you said, it was like a scarecrow.
You're ahead of me. We're not watching the same thing here. This is why we should have screen shared this bitch. But
wait, what are you looking at?
I'm still looking at like the message from Stark, like.
Oh yeah.
So like now I'm on the bit where he's up against the window and he's looking out into space.
Tomorrow morning. That'll be it. When I drift off, I will dream about you. It's always you.
So he says, when I drift off, I'll be dreaming about you, always you. This is some serious jeopardy. This is the first time we've ever seen. I think they've really nailed it with this one. I mean, if you think about it, like think of all the other times. I mean, when you think about it, right back to the very beginning, Stark is probably the one Avenger who's really had it rough. Like the first film, he gets shot to shit by the Ten Rings
in his chest.
Yeah, and then Yinsen saves him, and then like in the second one, he realizes that he's not gonna live much longer because the Palladium core's killing him. And then like
it pulls through.
Well, then you've got like he pulls through, yeah, because he figures out the element that his dad left him at the World's Fair thing, you know, when he gets the model and he spots it all. But like, yeah, the Stark Expo, that's it, not the World's Fair. So your camera's back, right? So where was it? So like, yeah, and then in the Avengers, he realizes, you know, that shit's gone down south. The experience is the loss of Coulson, which, let's face it, out of all the Avengers, Stark had the most interaction with Coulson. If you think about it, like Avengers and Iron Man 2, you know, when he goes down to see Thor and that, you know, even Thor's had a bit more reaction than most of the other Avengers. So, like, you know, he's had to go through that. Then in Iron Man 3, I mean, he's had to send a nuke up through the wormhole and then, like, just barely made it back through at the last minute. So that's got to have played his mind. Then, of course, he had all the PTSD shit in Iron Man 3, which, admittedly, some people, they're not a big fan of...
I like that.
Yeah, but it was the whole Mandarin thing, weren't it? Like, that was what was pissing a lot of people off, was like, oh, you know, Ben Kingsley as the Mandarin, this will be wicked, but then it turns out he's just some washed up actor. Or is he, you know, as you look in the...
Some people call me a terrorist.
There you go. But then, like, obviously then come Avengers Civil War. Not Avengers Civil War, Captain America Civil War. The guy finds out that, you know, somebody who's sort of close to the group, sort of, Bucky Barnes, killed his parents and Captain's defending him. So somebody who was his mate, he's had his friends turn his back on him, the Avengers split up, then Banner goes MIA.
I think he's ready to die.
I don't think he's ready to die. I think he's ready to seriously hand up, like sort of hang up the suit.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like, but I don't think Iron Man will die, like, the character Iron Man will die, like, but it's who's going to replace him, because you've got Colonel Rhodes, who, let's face it, is currently a cripple because of what happened in Civil War. And then you've got, I mean, who else could...
Morgan. I said there's someone called Morgan.
No, you see, Morgan, in the comics, Morgan Stark was Tony's uncle, I think, or a cousin. And he was trying to basically take over the business, and he was portrayed as a villain in the comics. Like, he was portrayed as an antagonist in the comics. Like, so they kind of did a little nod to that in at the beginning of Avengers Infinity War, when Stark and Pepper are talking. He's like, "Had
a dream."
Yeah. But in a weird way, they said, "We named it after your eccentric uncle. What's his name? Morgan." Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people thought, "Oh, that's a little nod to the." Well, that's like a little tip.
The Iron Heart.
The Iron Heart.
That's a woman. It's a black woman that takes over the role of Iron Man.
Is that going to be in the MCU? They're like,
I could, like, the way they're going with the direction of, like, solo women superhero movies and black superhero movies. Like, they're quite a big thing. I think, like, it won't be a bad move at all.
I can't see Iron Man and Tony Stark going away in this film. Purely because
I can.
No, I can't, because this is what you got to understand is right. It's Disney, right? Disney aren't just going to leave a loose end like Iron Man, right? They can't just have the mantle stop. They've got to. I think it'd be very lazy if they just killed him off, did a couple of films, and then did a new film like called Iron Heart, or, you know, Iron Man Returns or something like that. It'd be very cheesy. What they need to do, if they are going to continue with the Iron Man character in standalone films, is they're going to need to introduce the replacement to them in this film and then another film, or they don't replace him at all and he carries on doing what he's doing. But then again, he had the old Iron, what was it? The Iron Shield protocol. Iron Guardian protocol, you know, like in Age of Ultron.
Like a shield around the earth.
Yeah, like he wanted Jarvis to, like, control, you know, make sure that they're all safe. So what's saying that, like, when all's said and done, he doesn't put Friday in one of the suits and that becomes Ironheart? It's an AI suit, and it's still Tony Stark, like the film would be about him, but it would be predominantly about Friday. I mean, that's a far-fetched kind of theory, like, but based on what we've got here at the minute, it's like, I mean, they're kind of like foreshadowing his impending doom. You know what I mean? They're kind of like saying, well, you know, he's on the Milano, he's stranded, food and water's run out, oxygen runs out the day after this message is made. And then, like, after that, that's it, no more Iron Man. So we know something's going to happen. Now, I have two theories. So far that I've come up with just thinking about it. Either Nebula's going to come up with some kind of like Deus Ex Machina moment, like an epiphany moment where she's like, oh, actually, shit, why didn't I think of this earlier? Look, here, bang, poof, and now we're back. Or something's going to involve Captain Marvel.
Has to.
Like, I think Captain Marvel, they're gonna say like, we don't know where such and such and such is, and they're going to say, we don't know where Tony Stark is. And then I think this Captain Marvel, I think what's going to happen is, you know, like the scene that we'll come on to it a bit later, but where Ant-Man turns up, I think that's when the Avengers have put out a call to anybody that could be still around. And then I think we're going to get Marvel in that scene. She's going to turn up and say, where's Nick Fury? Yeah. And then they're going to explain to him what's going on. She's going to recognise Thanos, the name Thanos. She'll sort of understand, you know, she'll recognise the whole Infinity Stones and stuff like that because of like Ronan wanting to wield one. So I imagine in Captain Marvel we're gonna get a sort of crash course in, you know, Carol Danvers learning about an Infinity Stone per se. Am I boring you, motherfucker?
No, bro, I'm just tired.
Well, keep that shit on lock. I'm joking. Anyway. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to see Marvel turn up. Miss Captain Marvel's going to turn up. She's going to be filled in by, you know, what's going on by Captain America and Black Widow and Ant-Man, like. And I think, although saying that, shit, I don't know, man. There's so many possibilities it could go because theoretically, how did Ant-Man get out of the fucking quantum realm?
Yeah, that's the thing, like.
This is what's doing me. I'm thinking, right, okay, yeah, this could be one theory, but then, whoa, okay, well, is it a case that maybe Marvel fetched him first? Because she was dicking around in the quantum realm, maybe she was having a little goosey gander around. Maybe she sensed it, or something like that. What if she was in the quantum realm? I need to put my tinfoil hat on, I do right now, because all these theories are coming out.
What we need to do, we'll do a video where we're just talking about theories. Because we should do a podcast on it or something, because this could go on for hours.
Like theory talk.
Oh, we should definitely do that.
Yeah, what are our theories in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Yeah.
Oh, bollocks! Yeah, bottle of pop just overflowed and fizzed up.
What bit are you on there?
No, I'm still on the army because I started going off on a tangent. But I'm going
Go to the armour.
Can I just say, is it too soon for the fact that they're still using that snap fade away effect for the...
No.
No, it is. You got to admit it. It is, man. Come on. Yeah, that's how Peter went, man. That's how Peter went.
Don't remind me of that shit.
But like, also, let me just take it back a little bit. Also, if we look after the bit where Tony turns off the helmet and it comes up with like the whole Marvel, right? Usually you get like the comic flicker, don't we? You know, the trademark flicker of images then like from past films and stuff like that about Marvel Studios. I think this is kind of foreshadowing like how dark this film is actually going to be.
So for instance, all the intro start with like giving.
Yeah, so I'm on his armour.
I mean, we said, no, the armour, like, Scarecrow, whatever, looks badass. But Dan did point out Thanos is limping, but Thanos is definitely, I'm 100% with the theory that he's dying in this movie.
Was he wearing his armour when he got stabbed by Stormbreaker?
No.
Or was he just bare chested it, like t-shirt in it, like?
T-shirt in it, I think. I'm pretty sure he was.
Because I can't see like an axe wound on that armour.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was. Because he like takes off, doesn't he? But yeah, I think he's dying in this movie. And absolutely. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Thanos helped reverse it. Listen to this. This is a theory. Helped reverse the snap so he could be better as well. But then again, like his whole goal was to do that, even if he did die. So it's a bit of a weak
I was going
theory.
to say, because his justification was that it was his destiny is to bring balance to the universe, and theoretically, well, no, physically, he's done that now with the snap, so his destiny has been fulfilled. So I don't think he's one of them where he cares really whether he lives or dies. The only thing I think he may... Here's a theory. He obtained the Soul Stone. Remember that? On Vormir. And like she turns to him and says, "Hey, you know, he tears the, you know, you come to the end. You love nothing." And then like he turns and he says, "His tears aren't for that. His tears, you know, they're not for that." She turns to Red Skull and that's what he says. So I think, being as he's got this kind of like damaged sort of Infinity Gauntlet, he's still got the stones, but he's still got the Infinity Gauntlet. I think he attempts to sort of rewind time back so he could get Gamora back. And because of the damaged gauntlet, it doesn't work properly. And something may happen from that, maybe. I mean, you know, maybe, you know, instead of... When he does the snap, what's interesting about the snap is he's like, obviously, in the blink of an eye, all them lives go.
Yeah.
Right. Now we see something quite interesting at the end in the post-credit scenes, if you remember, of Ant-Man and the Wasp, when Scott's in the quantum realm, as he's getting those healing particles, we see just lights fly up around him, and he's looking around as if to go, "Whoa, what's this?" Like, obviously, that is something he's never seen before. Like, I think if we get a quick look at it now, see if I can get Ant-Man and the Wasp post-credit scenes. Let's see if we can find it. So, I mean, it's not the best quality. I'm probably going to get copyright struck for this, but...
I used to be a respected scientist, head by name, left sides of buildings. Now I got this.
Let's just skip this bit so he gets to...
Should automatically time vortex. 3.
Right.
They're
What?
cute, but they'll eat you. And don't get sucked into a time vortex.
Right, okay, so, in that post-credit scene, yeah, Janet Van Dyne's warning Scott Lang about the different sort of dangers down in the quantum realm. And she talks about them little bugs saying, oh, you know, they look cute, but they'll eat you. And then she says, and don't get sucked down a time vortex.
Yeah.
What if that's how he gets out? What if he gets sucked into a time vortex and just by happenstance it takes him back?
Potentially, yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Let's say it takes him back to a different point, away from where this experiment's taking place. He goes back to where the van is and he sees, obviously, there's nobody there, there's no Ash. Packs everything up and goes and sees the Avengers. On his way, he's obviously seeing all the other shit that's going on, right? But let's just...
We won't be able to save you.
It's like fresh in my mind anyway.
Okay.
Ant-Man is because I watched it the other day.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's such a good film, but like...
It is a film.
Yeah, like, she's just said, like, she says, we won't be able to save you, so obviously there's something permanent about that time vortex thing, and why mention it if it's not going to play a key part?
Going subatomic
Right,
in
so
5,
they're going
4,
subatomic.
3, 2, 1.
I'm on another planet with you.
All right, Scott, this is a mic check.
Copyright strike, right.
Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. How's everybody doing tonight in the quantum realm?
Scott, we read you.
I just want
Right.
to make sure.
So he's in the quantum realm, so he's now collecting the health particles.
Okay. Healing particle secured for our new ghost friend.
Great. Preparing for re-entry in 5, 4, 3.
Hello? Ha ha, very funny. Hank, quit screwing around. You told me yourself not to screw around.
Right. Okay. So the snap's just happened. And what's interesting is before the snap happens, when he's just collecting the standard healing particles,
Healing particle secured.
it's quite just, you know, same. It's like quite calm, quite still. So then all of a sudden, as these healing particles have been collected, it's about the time of the snap and everyone's starting to fade away, the quantum realm starts lighting up.
Great.
Okay.
Like, literally, like, activity like you wouldn't believe. And he's looking around as if to say, what the hell? Hope gets down to 3 and then cuts out.
Hello?
And while this is happening, there's tons of shit going on in the quantum realm, like lights flickering everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's stuff going on.
Haha, very funny.
That could be like
You told me yourself not to screw
Well,
around.
no, but it's the timings, because literally as he starts like saying, "Oh, haha, thanks for that, very funny," and we see all these lights flickering around him, the ash, like literally, the ash is just falling. So it's literally just happened as that. You know what I mean? As that thing, as all the lights, all the activity around him in the quantum realm starts. So I think, I mean, it's probably been said in a lot of other videos. Like, we're not touching on anything brand new here, but like, I genuinely think after seeing that trailer of Avengers Endgame and seeing how, you know, how Scott turns up at the end of that, it's like, right, okay, so it's definitely something to do with the quantum realm. This is where I'm almost certain this is where everyone's gone. It's either that or they're in the Soul Stone. And secondly, he's going to use a time vortex in some way or shape or form to get out of the quantum realm.
I think they're in the quantum realm. You say that.
It kind of points to it. It kind of makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's. I mean, I'm one of these people. When I see something, when I hear something, I'm just getting some sweet corn. When I hear something mentioned in a film, and it's something that's not normally mentioned in like the dialogue of a film, like you haven't heard it throughout the normal dialogue. It's like, okay, well, why have you just said that? Do you know what I mean? I am like, I question it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's almost like, right, okay, then, so she mentioned time vortex, why mention time vortexes? You know what I mean?
What bit on the trailer are you on? Looking at?
Oh, I've got to go back.
Exactly what he
So
said he was
like
going to do.
now I'm back on the bit where Thanos was in the field touching the fruit.
Okay, yeah, I'm on that bit. I'll start playing, then you get to the Avengers shot. Steve's crying, but obviously that we know where that is.
Steve's in his safe space.
50% of all living creatures.
Thor's looking badass.
I want to know what the crack is with Banner. I'm going to say Hulk.
We'll 100% see Hulk, I can guarantee that. But if you go over here to the shot of Nebula,
We lost.
watch it.
All of us.
Who is she touching there?
We lost friends.
Because she says she's 90% machine, so
It could be Stark.
I think it is. That's what Bonus probably think.
We lost
Yeah,
family.
well, still be touching Stark, so that's him gone. Then you've got this absolutely amazing moment.
Ronin.
Do you know what it says here?
Well.
If you listen to it, to what Captain America is saying, do you have audio?
Yeah.
We lost a part of ourselves.
We lost a part of ourselves.
And family. Definitely lost his family. That's my 100%. I guarantee he's lost his family to vengeance, and he's lost part of himself and he's lost his family. Do you know what I mean? Looking pretty badass.
This is the fight of our lives.
And then you've got
This is gonna work,
Cap in the
Steve.
ship, ready to fight again.
I know it
So,
is.
you know,
'Cause I
he
don't
needs
know
to
what I'm gonna
do
if it doesn't.
this. It is what he does, isn't it? He needs to fix it. Then you get the end game, and then you get the last bit with Scott Lang.
But he's got the van, so that means he's definitely got the quantum realm machine thing.
But yeah, so
Hi, is anyone home? This is Scott Lang.
yeah,
We
I'm
met a
looking
few
forward
years
to it.
ago at the airport in Germany got out really big.
Is this an old message?
Ant-Man, I know
Yeah,
you,
I
know
am.
that.
But I do think
That's me.
I think Iron Man's definitely gonna die. So so not good.
Right, I think we're going to have to leave it there and, like I say, come back and do a proper theory breakdown.
I think we'll have to do a theory podcast, and we should get some of the squad in on it. Josh,
Well,
he'd love that.
so bye then, Max.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Sub to my chan.
Link in the description. Like and subscribe to Sluggish Gaming.
First vid.
Like and subscribe to Thunder. Yeah. Let us know in the comments if you're hyped for the for Avengers Endgame, as we now know. Fucking Annihilation. What were they thinking?
Endgame is good.
Yeah.
So
Peace.
it's all back, isn't it, to Iron Man? We're in the Endgame now. No, wait. Doctor Strange. Don't know why I said Iron Man.
Max.eaxe is work.
Stop working.
I've stopped working. Right. Peace.
Sayonara, motherfuckers.